Good morning, guys. How are we all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. This is our Bitcoin morning update. So if you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, and we shall go over to those perilous looking Bitcoin 4-hour charts. So yeah, Bitcoin on the 4-hour, I mean, if we were kind of looking at these as like ever so slightly higher lows, we kind of got to look at this as like an invalidation of those higher lows now, because this is obviously the wick is obviously lower than these lows, and obviously the closes also. So at this point we do kind of have to be looking at this as a descending triangle. We could probably draw a different trend line in. Obviously we do have a trend line in, not sure exactly where. Maybe we could draw it from these ones here. We could draw in another trend line down about here, and obviously the base of the triangle is going to be these the current support area that we've obviously got drawn in. So yeah, we obviously had this higher level trend line or previous trend line, but we now have potentially a one here as well. So what that means is that obviously it is a bearish formation. It is a bearish formation, descending triangle, obviously after a move down. So yeah, obviously not the bullish looking scenario. We all know though, Bitcoin likes to basically paint very bearish scenarios and then catapult to the upside, or paint very bullish looking chart patterns and then dump to the downside. But obviously that is somewhat optimistic talk. But yeah, we'll have to see what happens. Either way, we do obviously have closes below. I mean, we just call it 40,000 to then just look out for bigger moves down, as we will lose this range, or even or closes above. I mean, depending on what point in time it came in, we could look at closes above 43,000 area, and then obviously look to try and take out the 44 and a half. I mean, basically this area here, and then at that point we could potentially look for some nice upside, even so far as the top of this sideways potential range over the next couple of weeks. So yeah, all to play for again. I mean, we are obviously being governed a lot by traditional markets. They have been pretty weak. Yesterday, which precipitated a move down in crypto, as we kind of know usually is the case. If we do want to now go over and look at the Ethereum Satoshi pairing, it is having a little bit of a bounce, obviously along with Bitcoin from its important support level. The USD pairing similarly having a bit of a bounce, roughly from its support area, just getting back above it now. If we can get back into this range, then that would obviously be good. We now need to go and have a look at what is causing us a lot of the problems, and that was obviously this move down here we had yesterday. Yeah, some of my my annotations on this wanting to disappear, but that's fair enough. It happens. They are on this one. Are they going to come back now? No, they're not. But oh well. Not to worry. Basically, we can pretty much see the areas that we need to get back above. It was obviously this horizontal here to go fully bullish, and then obviously this area here to try and get above as well. So yeah, I'm not going to draw them back on again, because they should be drawn on. Have all my annotations gone? I know someone in the chat was saying their annotations have gone as well. So it just seems to be the S&P. But yeah, anyway, what we are looking at, this move down obviously not looked too good yesterday, which dragged crypto down with us. Potentially working on a higher low here. Oh, here they are. So higher low here. So yeah, getting back above. We did draw this short-term horizontal in, and it was like, if we lose this, then yeah, more downside, which we did get. So now we need to get supported here, get back above here. And then yeah, I mean, ultimately get back above 4,500. But even if we do just trade sideways within this range for a bit and don't actually lose this low here, then yeah, things will look good. Not much of a turnaround Tuesday again yesterday, but maybe we get a turnaround Wednesday. But yeah, so again, this is all we're really looking at here. If we do just get continuation to the upside, then yes, crypto will likely recover. If we do lose this low and come down lower, then crypto will most likely get dragged down with it. So not much else to say there. Tech as in the Nasdaq. And the Nasdaq, this is not a future, so this is not currently open because it's not open. But yeah, obviously you can see this is pretty weak here. So yeah, tech stocks not looking so good. You may obviously want to work on the assumption these are more closely related to Bitcoin, but we shall see. What I would say, this is what I would say for people that think Bitcoin is more closely related to tech stocks. Bitcoin is more widely classed as a commodity. So in an inflationary environment, commodities will do well. So i.e. Bitcoin do well. Tech is basically the opposite. It actually doesn't do so well in inflationary environments, and actually underperforms and outperforms in deflationary environments. Tech outperforms in deflationary environments. So so far as saying this is what most closely follows Bitcoin, I wouldn't necessarily say is the case. And also, I mean, if you see this particular index, it is weaker than both the Nasdaq and the Dow. Sorry, the Nasdaq is the Nasdaq, the S&P and the Dow, which is obviously indicating it is having weakness due to obviously rising rates and a more inflationary environment. I mean, saying a more inflationary environment, the main thing is the actual rising of rates. Which is bearish for tech stocks and growth in general. DXY, how is that good old thorn in our side DXY doing? So yeah, there we have it. We have basically taken out this high. So I mean, we pretty much have said if we take out this horizontal, the target is mid 94s. So we are creeping towards 94, and then obviously we'll have to hit mid 94. We have an important trend line and an important horizontal once we get up there. So we should extend this along. Oh, not that one. We'll extend this one along. So yeah, obviously we can see here that we got plenty of room to run to the upside, to be honest. So we'll have to keep an eye on this. I mean, we could get a double top. We could get like a sort of a wick above, even into any of these kind of levels before coming back down. But realistically, if we find our way all the way up at mid 94s, then that is just, it would look perfectly acceptable. So yeah, we've got to bear in mind that pain trade going on. Obviously, it is dragging up the 10-year. 10-year easing off a little bit, as it seems this morning, where now annotation is not coming on in here either. But yeah, 10-year easing off after a little bit of a move up. So if this just starts to come down, then potentially the dollar come down as well. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of strange, the market dynamics going on at the moment. But yeah, it's just it's never easy to know what a move is actually based on and what it actually means, because like it's like with news, good news could be bad for markets, and bad news can be good for markets, and good news can be good for markets, and bad news can be bad for markets at different times. So it is never simple, as we know, as we all know. What else to look at? Nothing else to particularly look at on here. So we'll go and look at those Bitcoin stochastics. Can we hold above this support? Can we get above 93? Can we get above 90, 94 and a half? Can we put an end to this bearish looking price action? Are the stochastics going to help us? The 4 hour is certainly going to be our friend down here, because it has a lot of room to run. If it does keep going and get going, it could very easily get us to that $94,000 level. The 10 hour, how is that looking? I suspect it is turned up, but we shall see when it decides to load. No, it hasn't turned up, but it has obviously come down, and yeah, so it is pointing down. So this is currently not looking too good, but ultimately if we hold where we are, if the 4 hour drags us up a bit or holds us up a bit, this will turn back up. 12 hour similarly meandering, trying to creep its way back up, looking like it could turn up there if we do hold up here or move higher. Daily sort of down there, not looking too hot down there. 2 day still moving down, but ultimately it will bottom out, and then it will give us some upward bias. It kind of nearly did. We were looking at it here thinking it was looking good, and then we got slammed down again. 3 days still coming down. 5 day got all the room to run, and along with weekly as well, and bi-weekly still got all the room to run to the upside. So I mean, again, It's the shorter term stochastics kind of that we are going to be relying on. Can it get us? Can it break us above this trend line, above this horizontal? And then we will start to look. We'll start to invalidate, obviously, this particularly bearish looking formation. So yeah, that is basically what we are looking at here. All to play for, but like I said, I think we're pretty much following stock markets at the moment. If they take a dump, we will be dumping. If they take a move to the upside and start to turn around, we will also start to turn around. Obviously, notwithstanding any new FUD introduced to the market, but I feel like we've got everything really going on in the moment in the market FUD-wiser. We've got China. We've obviously got the SEC. We've got what else have we got? Yeah, I mean that they are the main ones. They are pretty much it. And then obviously we've got overall market struggling as well. So we've got pretty much everything FUD-wise going on at the moment. So have we hit peak FUD? Can something else be thrown into it? Oh yeah, I guess we've got Tether also, and Binance as well. Potential issues there. So yeah, a lot of things, a lot of risk in the market. So how much of that is priced in? Yeah, we shall have to see. We shall all find out together. So there we go, guys. Remember, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I shall speak to you guys soon.